When you think about the Ford Model T, you're not just thinking about a car, you're thinking about a revolution. Launched in 1908, the original Model T put America on wheels. It was affordable, durable, and simple enough for almost anyone to own and maintain. It wasn't just transportation, it was freedom. Now, in 2025, Ford has decided to bring back this icon. But instead of looking backward, they've built a car that looks ahead, while keeping the soul of the original intact. The all-new 2025 Ford Model T is an electric car designed for the modern era, and it has one mission: to once again make mobility accessible for the masses. A brief history of the original Model T. To understand why this new car matters, let's rewind to the early 1900s. Before the Model T, cars were toys for the rich. They were expensive, complicated, and unreliable. Henry Ford wanted to change that. His vision was to build a car that was durable, affordable, and easy to use. The Model T became the first car built on an assembly line, which slashed production costs and allowed ordinary working Americans to own one. By the 1920s, the Model T was everywhere. It wasn't just a car, it was part of the American dream. Farmers used it on dirt roads, families used it for vacations, and businesses relied on it for deliveries. The Model T symbolized freedom and opportunity. Fast forward over a century, and the world is at a similar turning point. Gasoline cars are being replaced by electric vehicles. Once again, Ford is stepping in with a Model T that could change everything. Exterior design: retro meets futuristic. The 2025 Model T doesn't just carry a legendary name, it wears it proudly. From the outside, the car is instantly recognizable yet completely modern. Ford designers took inspiration from the upright, boxy stance of the original, giving it a bold silhouette that sets it apart from today's sleek, aerodynamic EVs. The headlights are circular LED units, a clear nod to the brass lamps of the early 1900s Model T. The grille area is minimalist, since an EV doesn't need a traditional radiator. The body panels are simple but sculpted, creating a blend of toughness and modern elegance. Rugged wheel arches, optional roof rails, and a two-tone paint scheme give it a youthful, adventurous vibe. Ford even offers a special Heritage Edition with matte black paint and brass-colored accents, recreating the classic black-only Model T style, but with a futuristic twist. Interior: old-school charm with modern luxury. Step inside, and you're greeted by a cabin that balances simplicity with technology. The interior layout is minimalistic, designed to reduce clutter while maximizing space. The dashboard is dominated by a wide touchscreen that controls navigation, entertainment, and climate. But Ford didn't forget the past. Several physical switches and knobs are styled to look like vintage controls, giving the interior a unique retro touch. Powertrain: the heart of the new Model T. Let's talk performance. Unlike the gasoline-powered car of 1908, the 2025 Model T is fully electric. Ford offers it in multiple battery configurations. The base model comes with a 60 kWh battery, delivering around 250 miles of range. The mid-tier gets a 90 kWh pack for roughly 350 miles, and the top-of-the-line extended range offers up to 420 miles. Performance varies by trim, but even the base model produces 200 horsepower, plenty for city driving. The higher trims pump out nearly 400 horsepower, paired with dual-motor all-wheel drive. That means a 0 to 60 miles per hour time under 5 seconds, which is mind-blowing when you think about how the original Model T could barely reach 45 miles per hour. Charging is just as impressive. With DC fast charging, the Model T can recharge from 10% to 80% in about 30 minutes. Ford also integrates bidirectional charging, so your Model T can power your home during outages or charge other devices and vehicles. Driving experience: built for everyone. Driving the 2025 Model T is about flexibility. Ford built this car to be as approachable as possible, just like the original. It comes with different driving modes. Eco mode for maximum efficiency. Normal mode for everyday comfort. Sport mode for a sharper throttle and quicker response. Heritage Mode, which limits acceleration and changes the cabin soundscape to simulate the feel of driving an early 1900s car, a fun nod to history. The suspension is tuned for comfort, making it ideal for city commuting, but it's rugged enough for light off-road use. An optional all-wheel drive setup makes it capable on dirt roads, gravel, and snowy conditions, exactly the kind of versatility that made the original Model T famous. Technology and features. Technology is where this car really shines. The infotainment system is powered by the latest Ford SYNC software, which includes AI-powered assistance, natural voice recognition, and wireless connectivity for smartphones. Augmented reality heads-up display projects navigation arrows directly onto the road view, making driving easier than ever. The Model T also comes with Ford's Blue Cruise system, allowing hands-free driving on mapped highways. Over-the-air updates ensure the car improves over time with new features and refinements. Inside, you get wireless charging pads, USB-C ports for all passengers, and even a fold-out work table for those who want to use the car as a mobile office. Safety, confidence on every journey. Safety was not a big focus in 1908, but in 2025, it's absolutely essential. The Model T includes Ford's Co-Pilot 360 suite with adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and pedestrian detection. A 360-degree camera system makes parking effortless, and advanced driver monitoring ensures you stay alert on the road. The battery pack is encased in reinforced structures for maximum protection in case of collisions. Sustainability, a future-ready icon. Ford is making sure the new Model T is not just another EV, but a symbol of responsibility. The car is built with recycled aluminum and eco-friendly plastics. Upholstery materials come from sustainable sources, and even the paint process is designed to reduce carbon emissions. Ford also offers buyers the option to pair their car purchase with renewable energy credits, making ownership cleaner from day one. Pricing and accessibility. One of the most exciting parts of the 2025 Model T is the pricing. The base model starts around $32,000, making it one of the most affordable EVs in its class. The extended range version sits around $40,000, while the performance trim tops out near $50,000. This echoes what Henry Ford achieved over a century ago, making personal transportation affordable for the masses. Ford isn't just selling a car, they're selling accessibility, inclusivity, and freedom, just like they did in 1908. Competitors and market position. The EV market is crowded, with rivals like the Tesla Model 3, Hyundai Ioniq 6, and Volkswagen ID.4. But none of those cars carry the weight of history. The Model T has a story no other EV can match. It's not just another electric car, it's a rebirth of the most important car in history. That heritage gives it a unique selling point that sets it apart in a sea of similar EVs. The legacy reborn. The original Model T gave ordinary Americans the gift of mobility. It turned cities into connected communities and gave families freedom they had never experienced before. Now, the 2025 Ford Model T is doing the same, but for a new age. With affordable pricing, electric power, cutting-edge tech, and a nod to history, it's more than just a car. It's a movement. Conclusion. The 2025 Ford Model T is not just a revival, it's a reinvention. A car born more than a century ago has been reborn for the future. It honors the past, embraces the present, and looks toward a cleaner, smarter tomorrow. For families, for commuters, for dreamers, and for history lovers, the Model T is back, and it's ready to change the world all over again.